The war between the United States and Iran has paused for a second straight day, with neither side launching new strikes since Friday. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it marks a rare moment of quiet after about 2 weeks of skirmishes that brought the two countries to the brink of full-blown war. President Trump decided last week to hold off on plans to escalate the U.S. assault on Iran, at least for now. American officials say the decision was driven in part by dwindling stockpiles of interceptor missiles needed to shoot down Iranian missiles. The officials spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss operational matters. The conflict, which the United States and Israel began jointly 5 months ago, has seen a ceasefire signed last month effectively collapse after Iran continued its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, the vital waterway for global oil and gas shipments. 2 weeks of American bombing runs on southern Iran have failed to break that deadlock. Before the war, ships moved freely through the strait. Now Tehran has effectively blocked transit, throttling global energy markets and increasing pressure on the White House to end the fighting. Over the weekend, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghi said officials from Oman, which borders the Strait of Hormuz and has previously mediated between Iran and the U.S., visited Tehran for talks on the waterway. He described the discussions as useful and said progress was achieved, though he offered no details. Even as parts of the Middle East experienced their first quiet nights in weeks, another front remains open in Yemen. The Iran-backed Houthis, who control large parts of the country, have launched their biggest escalation since 2022 against U.S.-allied Saudi Arabia. Last week the Houthis declared a maritime blockade on Saudi Arabia in the Red Sea and fired on ships they said were linked to the kingdom. That threatens to close the Bab al-Mandab Strait, another of the world's most critical shipping choke points. The Houthi blockade is threatening to squeeze global oil supplies further, and the price of Brent crude, the global benchmark, has already risen more than 7%. That's the latest from the region. Thanks for listening.